So many of us just are aroused and then we hit the bed with our partner, and then we find out that during the course of, you know, the engaging, during the course of engaging in sexual intercourse, we found out that, man, it is not going as smooth as it should. It is not going as smooth as it should. And that brings us to our topic. Why am I not wet? Why am I not wet? Why is it that I don't get lubricated enough? So this is Sexuality and Health Wellness. I am your Kamsiyo Nneoma. Yes, so looking at why can't I get wet when I am obviously aroused? Why can't I get wet when I am like when I am obviously in need of this man? Why can't I get wet when I am ready to go down with this man? Why is that? Am I okay at all? Do I have any issues? Is it infectious? Well, the truth is, apart from infection, there are many other reasons why this happens, right? There are many other reasons why this happened, but that does not mean that, oh, because it happened, then everything should be on hold. Nope. There are ways that you can actually navigate through and still have your thing right. So, but for now, we're just gonna look at the causes. What brings about vaginal dryness? But before we look at that, how do you know that okay, you are not wet enough? You are not wet enough. How do you know that? So number one, it's is a situation where you find out that you feel itchy down there. A situation where you find out that during the sexual intercourse you feel pain and discomfort. Sex is not supposed to bring you pain. It's not supposed to bring you discomfort. It's not supposed to. So far, this person in question is not being raped. So far, this person in question is not being raped. If it is a consensual something like you and I, we agreed, right? If you and I were like, okay, please come, right? I'm coming. And it is not like, please come, I don't feel like, come now. I don't feel like, come now. I don't feel like. If it is not that way, if it was as a matter of willingly going in there, sex is not supposed to cause you discomfort of any kind. No. So if you feel pain and discomfort at every time you come together with this man, that is also a symptom of vaginal dryness. You are not wet enough for the exercise. So, and it is a matter of concern because it gets to a point, if you don't know that this is what is actually happening to you, it gets to a point where you're like, I give up on sex. I give up on sex because nobody wants to keep doing what causes them pain. If standing causes me pain, I would try not to stand more often, right? I would try not to stand more often. And if I stop standing more often, it means that work will not be done because I need to stand to move there, to do one or two things. So it means that work will not be done. So if you feel so much pain during sexual intercourse and then you make up your mind, I am not interested anymore, it means that you will not be able to give your husband his right. Let's leave that. Okay, so what are the causes? Let's delve quickly into it. What are the causes of vaginal dryness? Why is it that this woman does not get wet enough? Number one, largely be as a result of hormonal imbalances. So now situations where actually the hormone that is responsible for stimulating you, for making you ready, for making you wet, making you ready, preparing you, let me just put it that way, is the estrogen. The estrogen is chiefly responsible for that. Now, situations where you find out that this woman, number one, is pregnant, number two, just give birth to a child, number three, breastfeeding, number four, for people that went to do abortion. Yes, if you did abortion, then you are likely to also have hormonal imbalances. And number five, for people that miscarried a baby. So sorry, but yeah, you're likely to experience hormonal imbalances. And that hormonal imbalances, it's going to greatly drop the level of estrogen. And once the level of estrogen is dropped, it means that when you are aroused, like when you are willing to have sex, your body will be as though it is not prepared. You are willing, but your body is not prepared, is not equipped, for that exercise. So you go down with this man and then you find out that you don't enjoy it. Rather, you feel that this is, full of pain, full of discomfort, and you're not really enjoying it. And you may just keep complaining of pain And the man is going to be pissed off at the end of the day, because not pissed off, but the man is going to be worn out. Like, what's happening? So that is the major. So when you're breastfeeding, your prolactin is over the roof, right? Your prolactin is over the roof, and your oxytocin is also over the roof. And the presence of prolactin and oxytocin is going to inhibit, is going to stop, or is going to hold back the stimulation or the presence of progesterone and estrogen, so that you will not ovulate when you are breastfeeding. I mean, this is the actual thing that brings about a situation where they say, okay, if you're breastfeeding, you can have sex. That breastfeeding is a natural contraceptive. But then don't get your hopes high, because the body can actually misbehave. Okay, so another thing is lifestyle. Now, people that smoke and drink, I greet you. You need to stop. Because it is also one of the chief cause of this. And of course, I need to address that aspect of stress, anxiety. Women are wired differently than men. Men, if they have been meaning one lady and they just saw the lady, that moment they're like, let's have this woman, right? Every of their brain is, let us have this woman now. So once they have had the woman, their brain can now go all the way back to business. But for women, they can be on that bed, and the next thing, I didn't give Angela food. Oh my God. So it is going to bring about situations where there is a rise and fall of the estrogen level, and the woman something can just come across her mind, and then she's like, a bit worked up, even on bed, a bit worked up. So I will just have to put it this way: it is the duty of the man to make the woman aroused and keep the woman at the peak of arousal, right? At the peak of arousal, so that you start off with this woman and then you end with the woman. Not that you start off with the woman and you end alone. That's the reason why many men, they reach orgasm. In fact, men reach orgasm faster than women. Yes, they reach orgasm faster than women, and they just have to draw the woman to the point where they are, to the climax where they are, right? So that is just it, because women are wired differently, and of course they have every tendency of their brain, their mind, touching other things when they are on bed with you, right? So that is just the simple definition and truth. So you need to stop smoking, you need to stop drinking, and you need to reduce that stress. Like, stress, it is not so nice. And of course, you need to learn to relax when you're with your husband. Learn to relax, especially when this man wants you. You need to learn to relax. All right. So another thing is douching. People that douch. You know what douch is? They put hot water. Some people, they will put salt in the hot water in a bowl. And when they put it, they squat over it, so that heat, the steam from that hot water, and the hot water mixture of salt will go right into their vagina. And many people will tell you that that is a way to do this, that is a way to do that, it does this and it does that. Brethren, I just want you to know that that is one of the major causes of vaginal dryness after hormonal imbalances. That's another, like the second cause of vaginal dryness. And I bet you, it's just a matter of time. If you started, it's just a matter of time you start experiencing that vaginal dryness, like maximally. So we really need to take note of all this and ensure that we implement the right lifestyle. You see all these people that never believes that you only need to use water to wash your vulva. So they will go and get all this fragrant, they call it vaginal wash. They call it, I don't even know. Allergy is not just that you have to see rashes and all that. Sometimes that allergy it takes off certain natural stuffs that are supposed to be there, right? So we all should learn not to use fragrant stuffs, especially fragrant stuffs for the vagina, especially fragrant stuffs that have that scent and all that. So they have potential, they have that capacity, they have the potential of taking away the normal acid that the vagina is made up of. And you're just gonna see yourself falling back to vaginal dryness, and you find out that you just don't get wet enough when it is time for engaging. And now I just finished making mention of the causes. So what do you do when you find out that, oh, I have vaginal dryness? Just use lubricant. Yes, many people don't even know that there is such a thing as lubricant. So there is such a thing as lubricant. There are many of them: water-based, silicone-based, oil-based. But in case you are using condom, don't use oil-based. Just use silicone-based, water-based, and you'll be good. You'll be good. So that is it. And of course, you must not forget that there are also certain infections that can cause vaginal dryness. So if all these things are just listed, you don't do them, but you still experience vaginal dryness, you need to reach out to your doctor. So I'll see you in my next video. So you just need to do the checks and the balances. If any of these things you do them, then you need to put an end to them and then check. And of course, you can use lubricant, your water or silicone-based lubricant, to supplement or complement, I don't know. But either ways, even if you get so wet, it's still okay to use more lubricant. I mean, doesn't cause any harm, does it? So enjoy and explore. All right, see you in my next video. Bye.